Last night in Atlanta, Joe Biden did something politically expedient. He flip-flopped on abortion rights.
If I believe health care is a right as I do, I can no longer support an amendment that makes that right dependent on someone's zip code.
For days, Biden's been taking criticism for his longtime support of the Hyde Amendment, which bans almost all federal funding of abortion. And rather than die on the hill of consistency, he bowed to pressure. Instead of times were changing, he'd change with them. You can expect a lot of this thing to happen as the campaign unfolds. Candidates are trying to get with the times so they don't lose votes. But underlying this particular flip-flop is a major, underreported shift in the Democratic Party. In short, Democrats are done compromising on abortion rights. The Hyde Amendment was designed to prevent taxpayer money from being spent on abortion. It started by banning the use of Medicaid for abortions. But over the years, it was incorporated into other federal programs. So today, federal employees can't use their health insurance to pay for abortion, soldiers can't use their government health care to pay for abortion, and federal prisoners can't get them at all. The only exceptions are for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. Even so, for most of its history, the Hyde Amendment, which is attached to the annual bill that allocates money for health and human services, enjoyed begrudging bipartisan support. Some Democrats voted for Hyde because they had to. It was part of a bill with a lot of stuff that Democrats like in it. But some Democrats voted for Hyde because they wanted to. And until yesterday, Biden was one of those. So was Hillary Clinton's running mate in 2016, Senator Tim Kaine. Kaine said he supported a woman's right to have an abortion. He just didn't think taxpayers should pay for it. Supporting the Hyde Amendment, in other words, used to be a relatively mainstream position inside the Democratic Party. But the amendment has always been enormously unpopular with abortion rights activists. For an obvious reason. It makes it much more difficult for Medicaid recipients, lower-income women who are disproportionately women of color, to have access to abortion. So in practice, those women don't have the same right to an abortion that other women do. These activists have always wanted to make opposition to Hyde a litmus test for Democratic presidential candidates, similar to Grover Norquist's no tax pledge for Republicans. Biden's decision to cave on Hyde shows those activists have succeeded. Elise Hogue, president of NARAL Pro-Choice America, has been one of the loudest voices calling for Democrats to abandon Hyde.
Previously, we've had two classes of citizens accessing what we understand to be a constitutional right based on financial status. And I think with Biden's evolution on this last night, what we're presenting is a united front saying that every constitutional right should be applied equally, that this most fundamental freedom should not be a basis for discrimination based on income, geography, race, or any other factor.
Make no mistake about it. It was activists like Hogue who made this shift happen. But the politics of the moment have given Democrats a more convenient scapegoat. Republicans have ramped up their opposition to abortion rights lately. There are only two pro-abortion right Republicans in the Senate. The GOP's right wing has pushed stringent abortion bans in red states and made sure to appoint Supreme Court justices they're pretty sure will overturn Roe v. Wade. Democrats like Biden are blaming those Republican anti-abortion rights hardliners for hardening their new pro-abortion rights position.
But folks, times have changed. I don't think these guys are going to let up.
This is an issue that used to divide the country on geographic and religious lines instead of partisan ones. More moderate Democrats thought supporting things like Hyde would help them win over more conservative voters in more conservative places. The right helped push that idea out of the mainstream. The left, it seems, just finished the job.